Welcome along, everyone. It is our first live stream, so we're just gonna. Before we start, I just want to make sure everything's working. I've got a few screens that are in the way and not looking right, so it is our first, and I can hear myself. So this is why we do a live stream, is just to make sure we've got all the teething problems out of the way. This really is just a test one, so like I said, let me just give it a couple of minutes to make sure everything's up and running properly, to make sure the connection is good, and to make sure everything else is working. I think it is. I think we should be fine with it, really. But what I want you guys to do is, when you do drop in and start joining, please drop some comments. I always want to hear what everyone's got to say. It's always interesting for me to hear from the rest of the community as well. But today we're going to be looking at this live stream is to serve probably two purposes. One, I want to test YouTube to make sure it actually works and my software is all set up and running. It appears to be. Appearances can be deceiving sometimes, so we'll see. The second thing I want to do is, really, I've got a couple of boxes here, and I've actually got something I actually need to make, or not. No one needs to make Lego, but I actually want to make something for another video that I want to do probably this weekend, and that is this weekend I want to do a video based around some of the Lego trains that I've got running around the city. I want to show you them in more detail, really, so you can just look at them and probably get some inspiration for your own builds from it. And it'd be great to hear your feedback as well, anywhere where you think things could be changed and improved, and generally anything like that, really. So everything seems to be working, so it seems to be good. Now, let me just check on one thing on here. Just bear with me 1 second. Let's jump back over to here. Here we go. Yeah, good. That is working. Sorry, because it is the first live stream, I am going to be jumping between different things just to make sure stuff's working. Good, there we go. That seems to be doing fine. Right, first things first. I have got a new package today. Here it is. This is from TrickBricks. I needed some extra track because what I want to do is, like I said previously, I want to make kind of a display base to put the trains onto when I make the video. And basically I haven't got any straight track left. I've only got curves, which is typical with Lego, really. You get too many curves, not enough straights. So I've ordered some straights. Now, TrickBricks seem to come highly recommended. So this is my first order from those guys. I didn't order it direct. It came through Amazon, as does everything nowadays. I'm not even bothered opening this yet. I thought I'd save it for this video so you guys get to see it as well. So that'll be interesting. Hopefully it's okay. If it's not, everyone gets to see the disappointment on my face, and probably Amazon's delivery service as well. But essentially what this is, it says here double straight. So double straight tracks. Now that is the equivalent of two, I'm assuming it's the equivalent of two standard sets of Lego track just joined together. So that's what we have here. Let's open it. Let's see what's in there. Let me just grab a knife. Don't play with knives, kids. It's not safe. Get a responsible adult to open it for you. Suppose I should get one, really. But hey, let's live dangerously. Right, let's open this up. It's good packaging. TrickBricks, I give you that. Now, I don't know how they're doing this, because obviously it's a Lego pot. Whether Lego still has patent on these sorts of molds and things, I don't know. You know what? I don't really care. TrickBricks are serving the community. They're giving us what we want. So let's just get these out of here. Now there should be 10 pieces in here. So that is the equivalent of 20 normal pieces of straight Lego track. There we go. Let's get all of that out there. Now what I am going to do is just leave this off the side here so everyone can see. Anyone who joins late is going to know who it is that we're dealing with here. So let's put that just there. I think everyone can see that. Well, actually, let's put it over here. Got a nice big open bit of space there. Let's put it there. So this is the first time I've actually seen anything that's come from TrickBricks. So I've never seen the quality. I don't know what it's like. You know what? It appears to be pretty good. It's almost as good as Lego, I'd say. Plastic feels a little bit more brittle, but I think it's fine. Yeah, I've got no problems with this at all. I wonder how it connects. I wonder what the fit's like putting it directly into Lego. I've got some spare track around here somewhere. I might grab that in a second just to give it a go. But essentially what I want to do is I'll probably connect together 2, 3 of these just so I can put the trains on to display for filming purposes or even for storage. You know, I don't always want the trains on the tracks going around and around. I might want a different one on there. I might build something different. Who knows? So this might sit on the shelf so I can put the trains on the shelf out the way. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, that goes together pretty well. It's a little bit weak just there. But that's fine. I can live with that. Don't worry about it. Let me just see if I've got a spare bit of track and we'll see how it fits. Bring one of these drawers over here. Fill up amongst yourselves. Come on. Which drawer are you on? There we go. Okay. We're back. So, let's see how it fits. This is just a standard Lego curve here. Let's just take those apart. Let's see how it connects. I'm interested to see how... that's a very dusty piece of track, that is. I'm interested to see... You know what? That's a good snap. That's pretty good. Yeah. Nice. All right. If anyone else has dealt with these, not these are Lego bits, but anyone else dealt with these, which are trick bricks, let me know. Let me know how you get on, because I know I keep saying in all of my videos, I'm limited on space with the Lego City, and I'm never going to expand. It's never going to get any bigger. But you know what? Lately, I've been thinking, maybe I could. I'm going to have to get rid of some other stuff, though. But maybe I could expand it, because I like the idea of trains running around a bigger circuit, really. So, you never know. Okay, well, anyway, let's get on with this. Because what I'm going to do is literally just... It's going to be dead simple. I'm just going to raise... It's going to be modular, so that'll be one piece. That'll be another piece connected together. Then I'll have the ability to take them apart. So what I want to do is literally just raise it up. What? Two, maybe 1 brick high. So it's just a display base. That's all it is. So what I need is some parts first of all, and I've got an idea in my head already of what I want to do. I'm thinking about using like standard Lego roof tiles, or not roof tiles, roof bricks. You know, the slopes, just to raise it up and give it a bit of lift. Not sure about ballasting, because you don't generally. I don't think I've got enough pieces for that, to be fair. But we'll see how it goes. All right. So let's move these out of the way. Let's just put those up there, out of the way. Good. All right. So we're just going to deal with these two. I think 2 might be okay for now. We're going to, like I say, it's going to be modular, so it's going to snap together anyway. So yeah, let's do that. First of all, I need some of the slope pieces. I always call them roof pieces because they generally get used for roofs. So I've got a load of those. Let's sort out some of those. I'm not sure what colour. Ideally, I'd like tan. Don't think I've got any tan, but let's have a look. Just let's go to the brick wall behind me and let's see what we've got. So this one is the roof tile, roof piece straw. Let's grab that. There we go. Okay, so you can see here we've got a whole drawer. This is, I don't know how this is going to sound on the microphone because I'm going to start digging in this. The sound of Lego on Lego is quite a satisfying sound. Okay, so I can see straight away I've got very few tan pieces. There's 1. That's not going to help us. Black, we've got black. Black might work. What else do we have? We have grey, light grey. See, if we have dark grey, it's going to blend in too much. I'm not going to like that. Probably going to have to be black then. Let's have a look. Yeah, you know what? Black doesn't look too bad. Because don't forget, it is display purposes only. So, maybe black, and we have wooden sleepers on it, possibly. All right, so let's just grab a few of these. And what I always do, if you guys follow along regularly, you know I'm a big fan of takeaway tubs. They're good for sorting. I know the drawers are full of these things if I ever want to split things down. So just use this to find some bricks, and then we'll start putting it together. So I'm thinking, shall we go with black? Let's go with black. So let's grab some black pieces. What do we got there? The extended slopes. Some of those. Some of those. I'm just going to grab whatever I can find, and then we'll see how it goes. I'll probably just do one of these for this video. I don't need to do loads and loads. Let's do that. Some of those. Ooh, fantastic sound. No. Yeah. No. If I had more of these, I might consider sorting it down by colour, you know, but then I don't really use these that often, so I'm not overly concerned about sorting them down any further than this. And what's going to happen is I'm going to get to a point where I'm not getting enough of those. So let's keep going. Let's see what else we've got in there. Black. Black. Oop. Escapees. Let's put you back in there. Okay. No. Yeah. Apparently, some people find sorting through Lego very therapeutic. I do sometimes. It all depends what I'm trying to do. Okay, so we've got that. Got a few. Let's just do some tests as how this is going to fit together, because I don't really know how we're going to bridge the gaps between the sleepers here. We've got the little gaps here. It's not going on the layout, so I don't need to worry about it too much, but I have to keep telling myself that. Otherwise I will. This is just like a quick fix. Like I say, this is just for another video that I'm going to do over the weekend, just showing you the trains really. Also, in the comments here, just let me know what the sound is like. Is it coming through? Because obviously I can't hear myself. So what does the sound like? What's the pitch quality like for you guys? This is the first live stream on here, so I'm really, really interested to see whether the quality is good. Obviously, things are going to change on here. What you'll notice on here is some of the layout of this, how it's presented here. I'm not keen on certain things. The subscribe thing, that might change. The Instagram thing up here, that's probably going to change. But this is just a test. I have to keep reminding myself that this is just a test. As with anything like this, first one's always rubbish. Okay, all right, come on. Any more black pieces? I've got loads of these. The extended ones. Do I go with the extended ones? Probably not. No. All right, let's just have another quick rummage through here to see what else we've got. Got a lot of 2x2s. Not a lot of 2x4s. I'm sure they're in here, but they're going to be buried somewhere at the bottom. As with any brick you're trying to find, it's always at the bottom of the pile. It's never within easy reach. It's always tucked away. All right, there's some more. There's that one. There's that one. No. No. Yes. I'm probably not going to use half of these, but I'm going to dig them out so I've got them ready. Yes, there's another one. Okay, that'll do for now. Let's just see how these go together. Now, while I'm sorting through this, I'm also noticing other colours that are in here. I'm also noticing these 3x4. Seen a lot of those. Now, do we use those instead? Would they look better? Or are they too wide? Possibly. You know what? We're going to need another sorting tool. Just let me grab another one. This is what I do when I'm looking for bricks. You know, I get to a point where I'm going, I really want to use that brick, but I haven't actually got that many, but I'm finding lots of this other thing, so maybe I want to use that instead. So that's what I'm doing. And when I decide to use this other thing, that's when the original ones start to turn up again. So let's have a sort through here. Now, you see, like I said, I was finding lots of those 3x4 roof tiles, but now It seems to have gone into hiding, which is strange. Okay, there's some more. And then what I'm finding now is lots of the other one as well. Nope. Okay, there's one. There's another one. What I'll do is I'll probably tile half of one of the tracks just to see what it looks like. We're in no rush tonight. Like I said, this is all about testing the system. Make sure you guys can connect properly. Make sure you can comment on it. And just for my sanity, really. Alright, there we go. Got a few of those. Got some more of those. Yeah, you can go over there. Yeah, here we go. Here's all the two by whatever's coming out now. Here we go. Let's put you in there. You can go in that. What else have we got? Some of those, some of those, some of those. Yes. Alright, fine. There we go. Right, I'm going to put these out of the way for the second, because I'll need those again in a minute. Alright, we've got some escapees there. There we go. So now we've got those, and we have that. However, how are these going to connect to this? Move those out of the way a little bit. How are these going to connect to this? Because obviously we can bridge the gap like that, but what's going to go in there? So does it need another base down first? I think it does. So let's do that. So these are 6 wide, or is it 8 wide? Have a look. Now they're 8 wide. 8 wide, so I think I need a base plate to stack these onto. Yeah, let's get a base plate to stack these onto, shall we? Now, base plates. For this one, let's go with. Should we go with black, or should we go with dark grey? Let's have a look. We've got a lot. We have lots of dark grey. And we have a few black as well. So maybe it could be too much black if I do this. If I put that on there, is that even black? No, that is a really dark green. Where is that from? I have no idea. Okay, so if I put that on there, and whenever I do this, again, I'm not pressing down hard, because if I do, I'm not going to be able to get it apart again quickly if I need to. So what do we got? So let's just throw a couple of bricks on here. Let's just see what these look like. Yeah, okay, yeah. And again, got to keep reminding myself, it is only for just display, just to put it on so I can see what it looks like. That's all this is for. Okay. Let's always stagger the bricks. Always have things overlapping. This is one of the lessons I was always taught as a kid. Make sure the bricks overlap. Make sure they're staggered. Yes, Dad. Okay. Black, I'm not sure about. Let me just see what else we've got. A lot of these tan coloured ones, maybe. No. No. No, we're going to go with grey, I think, because what's going to happen is we need to, if it's too much black on there, it's just going to look like it's a solid lump of stuff. I don't want that. I want it to be still feel quite light. I also want a bit of width on it as well. So instead of putting just a standard 8 width across there, I've gone to 2 more, because then I can get some ballast around it. Maybe put a bit of grass down there or something like that. I don't know. It just gives me a bit more scope, really. So let's just go for it. Let's throw these on here. Like this. They're the standard 8, so I don't want those anymore. And this is one of the things you must always do as you go along. If you don't need it, put it away again. Otherwise, you're just going to end up with a table full of stuff, basically. Okay, let's grab. some more of these. 2, 4, 6. Hopefully I've got enough. Tell you what, bring this over here. Here we go. Here are the dark grey base plates. Let's see what we've got, shall we? That one is not wide enough. You know when you go down a route and then without really thinking about it, and then you get to think, oh, I haven't got those pieces. Well, that's where I am at the moment. Okay. All right, we have to make do. This is what it's all about. It's just making do with what we've got. No one's got all the bricks in the world. You know, and I don't think even the people that work at Lego have got all the bricks in the world. Even they have to kind of make do with things, really. So there we go. Yes, there we go. Yes. Good. Too big. Perfect. Let's put you on there. Like that. So we're just going to do that. And then on this side, we need a 4 by whatever. There's a 4 by 12. Looks like a 12. I'll be, and then we just need a little tiny one to fit in that gap. There we go. Perfect. Good. That's better. I'm going to put these back. Good. Okay. Now we've got that. I'm happy with that. Let's just push those down. Let's get those well and truly connected. Now I did have a tiny rubber mallet around here somewhere. I'm not sure where it's gone, but the rubber mallet's great for getting plates to stick together, especially if you've got a wide area of them. Gently with a small rubber mallet, tap, tap, tap. I don't have it. I was doing something over there with it and now I can't find it. I'll probably put it away. Okay, good. There we go. So that's going to be there like that. Like I said, I want it raised up. So these are where these... I'm going to keep calling them roof pieces because to me that's what they are. Now, I'm not sure whether I've got enough 4x2 roof pieces. So I might have to start staggering these. So it goes 4, 2, 4, 2. I can't stand it when... Because the texture is slightly different on some of these pieces. At some point Lego did kind of a rough texture on certain pieces, and then they did a smooth texture, and then, you know, they kind of varied it up. And when the light shines on it, you can really tell the difference. I'm not sure whether you guys can see that or not, but it's kind of, one's got a matte and one's got a more of a satin finish to it. And if I'm doing photography or I'm trying to show something in detail, those sort of things show up. Anyway, there we go. That looks okay. I'm happy with that. All right, so let's just carry on. And then when we get to the end here, this is when we get the difficult bits, because we've gone 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. We get to the end here and we've got a gap of 4. If we put a 2 there, I need another 2 there. So that's kind of scuppered that plan. I need to move everything along one. Yes, I do. I have to think now. We'll move everything along one, and then I'm going to get the single slope pieces, you know, the 2x1 single slopes. I'll grab some of those in a second. But what I want to do first is I just want to see how this, make sure these still connect, even though there's a base plate underneath. They should do. I mean, there's no reason why not. If everything's been designed properly, which I'm assuming it has, Trick Bricks, they should connect together pretty well. Let's have a look. Yeah, that'll be fine. Good. All right, so this is all about just kind of concept. I'm just trying different things here. So we'll do another one there. We'll put that one on there. I'm going to have something underneath this as well, just to support all of these. Otherwise, they're just going to fall off. So let's keep going. That brick's looks like it's got some chunks taken out of it. It's fine. It's only on the inside. No one can see it on the outside. It's perfect crime. We'll just hide that away there. And the only problem with doing live streams on YouTube is I can't play music. Normally when I'm doing this, I'll have my headphones on, we'll be playing a bit of music. I can't One, because my phone is being used as the main camera, and that's usually what I play music through. The iPad's on charge. My headphones are also on charge, so I'm kind of scuppered there. And if I put it through the speakers, YouTube's going to pick up on it, and they're going to go, no, you're not paid for that music. It goes against copyright, and then they're going to shut the stream down. They've done it before. I've done other channels before, and when I was first starting out ages ago, playing radio, and it didn't like it, so it pulled the whole video, which was nice. That was on a different channel. That was on one where I used to do sort of art, streaming art and graphic design and things like that. All right, yeah, good, fine. What do we reckon? I think next time we do the stream, the light in this area might need changing because it's a bit dull. Like, this is what this stream is all about, is just literally trying to improve things, see how it works. I do have another light. Might bring it in just to see if it helps. But for now, I think we'll be fine. You know what? Let's just live with it. Let's put up with the dark, moody atmosphere. Okay, fine. Let's do that. And now, I like it, but obviously we need the end tiles on here. But I'm curious to see what the sleepers are going to look like. Are they going to work? Are they going to look good? So let me just get some. Let's go with brown tiles. I'd like to put wood effects on there, but obviously they don't come in 2x1s, which I'd need for the outside edges here. And that would mean I would have to start cutting pieces to make it fit, and I'm not going to do that. Let's not butcher Lego today. Let's grab some brown tiles. Okay, here we go. Now we've actually got. There's actually two tones of tiles which I've noticed. I don't know when this happened or how this happened, but there are actually two slightly different tones. There's kind of a dark tone and there's a lighter tone. It's very, very subtle, and I'm not sure whether the camera is going to pick this up, but there's ever such a slight difference in tone in these. Don't know when that happened or why that happened. It's really weird. But anyway, I'm not gonna go fancy with this. We're not gonna do fancy pants. Sort of ballasting and sleepers and stuff like that. Going to keep it simple. So for this one, we're just going to work with what we've already got, because you're probably not going to see most of this anyway, because, like, again, keep saying this, it's for display only, so it's not actually going in the city. So if it was in the city, I would, and you probably, if you look at the other videos, you'll know that in the city I have the ballasting and the tiling between the tracks is something I'm really keen on getting right, and there's a lot of it. So if this was going over there, then yeah, I'd spend a lot more time on it, getting it to look right. But now, for this, these have actually come off the city at some point. I did have these on there, this is initial sleepers, but I took them off because I went with the more modern look for my city. We did more of a sort of concrete, modern, not futuristic, but clean type of look, like you would find in a modern city. So the wood thing just wasn't working. Let me just check a setting here. Let's bear with me. Let me just click on that. Let's get rid of that. Okay. We're still working. Brilliant. Good. Yeah, it's all good. Fine. Sorry, just checking the stream now. Like I say, it's the first one on this channel, so I've just got to make sure it's all working. Otherwise, I could be doing this. I am talking to myself at the moment, but when you guys watch it later on, if you missed the stream, you can get to catch up and see what it's all about, and join us next time, or join me next time. When I go live again. I'm going to try to do this probably once, maybe twice a week. So again, if you're watching this kind of after it's gone out and you've missed it, and you're watching it again back on the channel, let me know. I'm interested to see what times everybody's kind of looking on YouTube. What time are you watching things? Is it morning? Is it afternoon? Is it something you do in the evening with a glass of wine or a cup of tea or a pint of beer or whatever? You sit there and think, oh no, well, I'll just sit and watch some YouTube. For me, I know I watch it all the time. When I'm at work, when I'm at home, if I need to look something up or I want to learn something, I'll just have it playing in the background. And that's just what I do. But a lot of other people, obviously, not every job you can just have YouTube playing in the background. If you work in a warehouse or a factory or something like that, there's going to be a massive distraction to whatever it is you're doing, or something that requires concentration on machinery. You're not going to have YouTube playing. But I'm lucky because I can, because I work in technology and I'm surrounded by technology. I can do that without a problem. Obviously not when I'm talking to customers, but I do feel privileged with what I do. Right, let's just carry on putting these tiles on here. I am almost there. I don't want to make this live, this stream super live. Super live? We're already live. Super long is the word I'm looking for. So, like I said, I'm probably going to be on here. I want to keep it down to like an hour tops because I get bored in an hour, and if I'm watching somebody else, I get bored of watching them in an hour. So, we'll crack on. I'm not dawdling here. We're just going to crack on. Like I said at the start, one, because I need this for something I need to do, and two, because everyone's going to get bored at some point. All right, okay, there we go. Good. That, I don't know whether I need to put something under there, because again, I keep reiterating this point of not just to you guys, but to myself. This is going to be used for putting things on as kind of like a display. So it doesn't need to be super strong, super supported, because it's not doing anything. It's just literally going to go sat there like that. And that's it. Okay, right. I haven't put anything on these end pieces here because I'll use the tiles as connectors to connect the two pieces together, just to give it a bit of extra strength. Good. Right, fine. Let's leave that there. Let's put the tiles away. I should put them away, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put them over here. Out of the way for now. I'll tidy up later. Plenty of those. We'll put those out of the way. Right, so do we want something in between the tracks? Do we want a bit of ballasting on there? Is that going to distract from what I'm trying to show it actually doing? Do I want to do anything with it? Probably not. Let's just leave it like that. Because I've got a bit of time, I did want to just very briefly talk about some other things as well. So I'm just checking to make sure the alignment's good on this. While we're here, let's clear up a few things. But before I do that, I need some more base plates. I need some more grey base plates. They're over here. We'll make two while we're here, and then hopefully, if we get it done quick enough, you can see what the train looks like on it. Okay, you can be kind of the first to see it. Like I said, there is a video coming out for just trains, so if you're interested in Lego trains or my Lego trains, because I'm not going to show anybody else's, look out for that. I'm interested in everyone's feedback, really, what everyone else thinks, because I get to the point of building something and then I just, I don't know, it's like a mental block, but I get to a point where I think that's enough, I'll leave it, and I can't see where the problems lie. I do this all the time. I sort of get to a certain point and then I will leave it, and then I'll come back to it again in like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and I kind of have a whole different perspective on it. So sometimes you need to do that with things. You just need to step back, leave it, and then come back to it. I mean, I say it to my kids all the time when they're doing their drawing or their artwork. They get really frustrated with it because they don't like how it looks. And I always say, and to people I work with as well, because again, I work in design, so I'll always say to anyone who I work with, if they're struggling with something like that, I'll either give them my feedback or I'll say to them, leave it, just go and do something else. Come back to it later and it will look completely different. Just leaving something for even an hour or a day or a week and then coming back to it, you have this completely different perspective on it. And then a lot of the time, you like it a lot better after that time, because while you're doing it, you kind of get sucked into the details, and all you can focus on is the little details, and that's it. You get obsessed with the details. You can't see the overall picture. But by stepping back and then coming back to it, it's like looking at it with a fresh set of eyes. Okay, let's put these back. There we go. Right. Let's just tile this one, not tile it. Let's do put these roof pieces onto it, and we'll put the two together, see how it looks. And if we have time, I'll grab a train, and you guys can get a sneak peek of what's actually going to go in the train video itself, just so you can, because you watch this one, why not? All right, let's put these on there, like that. What else do we have? There we go. I might need to rummage in the drawer for a few more. We might be lucky. I don't know. Let's see. All right. What have we got left in there? Yeah. Let's just do a mirror image. Like this. Good. Yeah. All right. Nearly there. Now, again, I'm going to keep saying it. Drop your comments, either in the chat here or in the comments afterwards if you're watching this afterwards. I will try and respond to everybody if I can. Don't be offended if I don't. It's usually because I've run out of time. Not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I've run out of time and I'm doing something else. But I do read every single comment. Because I like to interact with the community, because that's what this hobby is all about, is the community and the people around it and in it. And, you know, anyone who has a hobby, like I always say, everyone's got a weird hobby, because everyone's weird is subjective. So everyone's idea of weird is completely different to everyone else's. So somebody might be a football fanatic and I might find that a bit weird. Why would you be obsessed with football? But then somebody else might look at what I do and go, well, that's weird. That is. Why you? Oh, that's a kid's toy. Why are you playing with that? It gives me an outlet for creativity. That's why I do it. I liken it to sort of model railways and model building and things like that. It's the same sort of thing. I like this. The Lego side of it, or the bricks, the blocks, the whatever you want to call them. Lego's obviously the brand, but you know there's plenty of other ones out there as well. It's a thing. It's clean. It doesn't make a mess. Model making, which I do as well, I have to be in the mood for, because I have to get the paints out, I have to get the glue out, I have to get the materials out, and it generally makes a bit more of a mess, which is a bit harder to tidy up. Sometimes I want to do that, and sometimes I'm in the mood to do that, sometimes I'm not, which is where this comes in, because it's quick, it's easy, and if I don't like it, I can take it apart. With a modelled kit, it's a little bit harder to take it apart if you make a mistake or you don't like something on it. So yeah, I completely lost my train of thought there. I was talking about weird hobbies, wasn't I? Yeah, everyone's got a weird hobby. If you haven't got a weird hobby, or you don't have a hobby, I think then you're weird in yourself. Everyone's got to have some sort of outlet to do their thing, really. Everyone should have one. What else are you going to do in your spare time? Some people say, I work. You know, work is my hobby and my life. Great, then that's your life, that's your hobby. Work, great. If you can make the two the same thing, brilliant. I would like to, but I'm not quite there yet. But I have that many hobbies. This is one hobby. Okay, this is one thing I do. On top of this, there is a lot more, which is why sometimes I don't build or make anything for weeks, sometimes months. It has been known I've gone a couple of months without actually doing anything. I'll move a minifig from one thing onto another thing, and that'll be it. Purely because I've suddenly got an obsession or a fixation with another hobby, and I'll jump onto that and I'll be obsessed with it, and I'll do that. But that's what hobbies are for. They're there to sort of distract your mind away from what's going on in life and put yourself in a better mood. And if you're in a bad mood and you've had a bad day, there's nothing better than just switching off, sitting down, doing exactly what you want to do, which something like this doesn't have any consequences. It doesn't matter if I don't do it. I mean, I could stop right now and just not do anything. It doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. Nothing's going to happen. This will still be here tomorrow or later on when I want to come back to it. That's the joy of it. There is a quote somewhere. I'm trying to remember what it is. I can't remember who said it, but I picked up on it a couple of years ago. It's about hobbies, and it's basically I enjoy my hobbies because they only demand of me as much time as I'm willing to put into them. So I thought that was great. You got lots of other things like jobs which demand a lot from your time, and you have to do them. Where something like this, you don't have to do it. You want to do it, and I think that's the key here. So, all right, let's see how those two go together. Obviously, we've got to have the single slopes on either side. Satisfying click. All right, yeah, that's looking good. Now, I don't know whether to put 2x2 roof slopes on here or single. Let me see how the train fits. I still want to be able to take it apart relatively quickly, but I don't want it falling apart on its own. So I'm going to put the 2x2s on here. Come back to you. The 2x2s, it gets a bit long. It's a problem with track pieces like this. They get a bit long, and if you get too long, they get a bit floppy, and then they're impossible to move around. All right, let's do that, and that. And then what we'll do is we'll just connect those with that. We'll just finish this little tiny bit off. Good, because then what I want to do is I want to grab a train. Let's just move these out of the way. Let's move those bits out of the way. And those. Good. All right, can you guys see all that properly on there? Good. So I think that's the basic concept of what I want. I'm quite happy with that. I think that works. Let's get a train and put it on it, shall we? Let's see what it looks like. Let's get the new train. Well, not the new train, the new old train. It's the old train that's had a makeover. If you follow on Instagram, you'll know I've been updating some of the trains. So let me just grab that one because I do want to focus on that in the main video. So let me go and grab it. Obviously, the brick wall is here behind me. All of this is Lego. But the actual Lego City is that way. I'm looking at it now. And what I might do on the feed here, it might be good to have a camera pointing the other way so you guys can see it. If not, jump onto Instagram. Instagram's up here, okay? Jump onto it, follow, like. Really would love everyone's support on this. It'd be much appreciated. Okay, let me just go and grab one of them things over there. Give me a second. Now this is where I drop it on the floor and just ruin everything. Whenever you move Lego, bits always fall off. Okay, so this is the new old train. There is another carriage to go with this, so this is only half of it. The drive motor is actually in the other half, which is yet to be built. That's on the list to do. That missing bit here comes over here. Okay, good. There we go. Alrighty, so you can see that from the top. Obviously, that main view looking down on the top, it's not looking very good. But if you look sort of up here on the main screen, you'll see there's the train. Let me just turn it around a little bit so you can actually see the front. I'm just trying to think how to do that. I might have to turn the whole thing around that way. There we go. There's the camera over there. So you should be able to see it if I turn it that way. Hopefully you can see it now. There we go. Good. You still can't see the top because obviously you can just see the top. But anyway, from the top, you guys will be able to see some of the changes that have been happening or how I generally tend to build things. All right, let's just move that over. I'm just trying to get this in camera shot at the moment. There we go. I just want to see, well, you see the front because I spend a lot of time on the front. I would prop it up, but it's just going to roll backwards. But the front is actually based on... It took me a long time to do it. You know, when you get really frustrated with something and you have to come back to it again, well, this is one of those things. But the front is based, or the whole train's really based on an old, I believe it's a 155 series of train. Because again, my Lego City is based around like a Japanese Asian theme. It's mainly Japanese, but there's some Chinese, there's some Korean stuff in there as well. It all depends what I can get my hands on at the time. But these were quite common in Japan, and apparently they were used as sort of bus, not like a school bus, but a train. So when kids went on outings from the main cities to the countryside, I don't know how they did it. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but apparently they used a train like this, and this is what they were designed for, to take kids on outings to the countryside. Useless facts. My colour scheme's completely different, but I've tried to kind of go with that sort of look and feel, really. And I think it looks okay. It's a bit blurry here just because of how the camera's set up, but you'll be able to see. But anyway, let's concentrate on the top view. Like I say, while you guys are here, you might as well have a look inside. You get a sneak peek of what I'm actually going to be doing in a video, hopefully over the weekend. We'll see. It might be next week now. It all depends what happens. But anyway, the way this has been constructed is I like to be able to remove things in case something falls apart and in case I need to get to something. Now, the idea with these is at some point, this is going to be lit up. Let's just move that forward. There you go. This is going to be lit up, so there's going to be lights in this at some point, so I need to be able to get into it. If anyone's got any ideas on how to light this, let me know. I'm thinking about buying a lighting kit. I forget, is it Light My Bricks? Something like that. They've got lighting kits for the standard Lego trains, and I'm thinking, let's just grab one of those and make it work. Or I'm down for a bit of custom wiring as well. So if anyone's got any thoughts on that or you've done it, let me know, because I'd be really interested to see that. I've already started to think about wiring it myself. So that's possibly something I'm going to have a look at. But anyway, let's have a look inside. All of these top roof panels do come off. And there's like 3-4 different sections here because there's going to be another identical one of these made, which is going to be the drive unit. It's going to have the motor and the battery box in it. I just haven't got around to doing that yet. But the idea being is when we have, let's go into our imagination zone and imagine there's a battery box in here and a motor. Okay, so the idea being we take this centerpiece out, we can switch the battery box on and off. Great, brilliant. If I need to take the battery box out, I would then think about removing this whole middle section here. And we've got a black plate which has decided to leave itself behind. Come on, out. We'll take that out in a minute. But then also the front part comes off and the rear part, well, that is the front part, like that. So everything's removable, and that's what I want, because at some point, again, I want to do something on the interior. I do want to put the lights in there, and I do want to actually add interior into this. So I'd like to put some seats in here and some interior detail. But that's for another time. Okay, this thing already weighs an absolute ton. The motors seem fine, and it seems to be able to pull it around without any trouble at all. So I'm not too worried about putting that much more weight in it. I might have to be a little bit careful, but you know, it's kind of okay. So we've got plenty of room in there. What you can see here is I started to run out of certain bricks, and purely because of the way things are set up, we've got orange at this end and it transitions into a white scheme here on a diagonal slope. So there's a bit of jiggery pokery going on in there to make it work properly. So which is why this doesn't match this. Things like that really annoy me because I'm a bit OCD about making things match and mirror images, but I'm going to live with it because there's a reason behind it. Also, there's a couple of bits sticking out which shouldn't, but again, I'm not going to worry about it because it's just the way it is. So yeah, it's all, you can take the whole thing apart. The other thing that you can do, which is either a good thing or a bad thing, is you can take the bogies off. Each bogie actually comes off. So this top body section isn't actually connected to the actual bogies itself. There's no physical, solid, permanent connection in there. Instead, what we do have are these little Technic pieces. They just stick out. As you can see, that one's come out. They just stick out, and I can slot the wheels into it. I found that making a permanent connection was just really, really difficult, and it was just kind of impossible to do. So I've gone with this, and it's kind of working in my favor when I'm trying to rebuild it, because I can take the entire body off and just have the wheels separate there. Or the bogies, sorry. Not the wheels, the bogies. But anyway, let's just drop this back on. They do click in. That bit's fallen off again. They do click in with enough force to hold it temporarily, but I wouldn't want to be carrying it around without holding onto the wheels, because they would just come off. And then you're in for a whole heap of mess picking up bits. This bit here has come from under here. Get back in there. This is the only problem with doing this bit. We'll put you back on in a minute. It's one of the little engine details down there. But anyway, let's put the roof back on so you can see how it works. And then I think we're just about there for our first live stream on YouTube. I'm going to play it back to see how good the quality is. Obviously, you guys will already know because you will see it. But yeah, join me next time, because I want to do the next video, next live stream. I've actually got a Lego tree I want to work on. Again, if you've seen it, if you follow on Instagram, you would have seen it. But that Lego tree, I want to make into something a little bit special. As I said, my Lego City Brick Prefecture is based on a Japanese theme, and spring is on the way. And we all know what happens in spring. We get a lot of cherry blossom. And I want to make the tree into a cherry blossom tree. I want to cover it in flowers. In fact, I'd like to get the whole city covered in flowers, really, just to celebrate this spring. But anyway, that's that. That's our first live stream. I'm glad you're watching this. Remember, hit like, hit subscribe, make sure you've got notifications turned on, so next time I do this, you guys will get the opportunity to jump in. If you missed it, don't worry, there will be more. Let me know what times work for people. The times that get hit up the most is when I'm going to try and do live streams. Okay, so if it's 9 o'clock at night in the UK, it'll be 9 o'clock at night in the UK. If everyone says 10 a.m. In America, East Coast, great, we'll do it at that time. Whatever that works out for me, I'll figure it out and we'll do it. Because it's pointless doing a live stream if no one's going to watch it and this is the wrong time. So let me know, put it in the comments. Anything else you'd like to see, let me know. But for now, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching the video. Again, once more, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see everybody again very soon. Okay. Now, we've got to figure out how to stop the stream. Don't worry, we just press